Hi, this is Emily, and we're gonna do our, what is it now, fifth video. Thank you to the user ETTGS for supplying the resume. So let's get into it. Right off the bat, it seems kind of empty. It is clear, though, how it's broken up, which is great. The academic projects are obviously the centerpiece of the resume. I suggest reformatting so that the dates are justified to the right. It's a little bit easier to read, especially since that this person has it in the dates and the names of the projects in the same font and the same italicized sort of font. Right off the bat, the academic projects need to have more than one bullet point for each project. And all of these only have one bullet point. So I'm gonna write that. Each project needs 2+ bullet points. But let's look at the ones that they got. Okay, senior design project developed a all right. I do want to point this out. It seems like they graduated December 2019. If this person is still looking for a job, you definitely need to tell people what you've been doing since then, verbally, because they'll ask you. So kind of make sure you're prepared for that. Because I am seeing that the most recent item on this list is 2019. And we are coming towards the end of, 2020. So it's kind of, definitely be prepared for that. Developed 3 degrees of freedom, automatic control systems, using MATLAB. Do not need that comma there. To simulate ocean waves in the roll, pitch, and heave axes. Why did you do this? I know you wanted to simulate the ocean waves, but why? Just to see if you could do it? Did you actually have like a bucket of water? Were you like in controlling like I don't know, little paddles or something? More info. I'm gonna write more info probably on all of these. But that bullet point itself isn't too bad, but I just want to hear more. Okay, performed FEA on Abacus. On Abacus, no. In. Using quadrilateral and triangular elements of different sizes. Oof. Oof. That is a big oof. If you have ever done finite element analysis, you'll know why that's a big oof. To determine which mesh configuration yields the most restful. This is a super simple project. Are you just listing your classes and everything? This is too simple to include. Too simple to include. this here. That's like you could do in like, you know, a student could probably do that with like, you know, 2 hours, a couple of hours. A professional could do that much quicker. Computational mechanics, I guess it seems like they're just listing the classes that they've taken. I'm gonna write that up here. Don't just list classes. Highlight, oops. Best projects. I'm say there are 2 bullet points there. Okay, calculated the aerodynamics. That's a little awkward. Of a laminar wall jet with second order accuracy using MATLAB. Again, don't need that. To learn about the usage of numerical computation techniques on real. That's awkward wording. Awkward wording, number 1. Number 2, this is like, again, I'm just listing a class. To learn. No, I want to know what you did and why you did it. If you're doing a project, then that's fine. Tell me why you did the project. Don't say learn to learn stuff. Tell me what the purpose of your project was. Again, I probably wouldn't. I still think this is too simple to include. I think this is too simple. Analysis and design of mechanisms. Analyze an off-the-shelf. Whoops. Shelf. Drawing machine. By applying mechanism synthesis concepts. This means nothing to me. What is this? I know what you're trying to say, but don't say it this way. To write an algorithm that replicates the path drawn by the mechanism. I think you can get more out of this if you give me more here. This isn't going to be a too simple thing. This is going to be a more thing. Okay, introduction to sensors and data analysis. Design a lab experiment procedure to determine the weight of an object by modeling the vibration behavior. Okay, I'm not really sure what this person is doing. So there's an object. Is it on a beam? Is the object sitting on the beam, and then you like whack the beam and then try to figure out the weight of the object by whacking the beam and kind of analyzing the vibration behavior? That's kind of what I think is happening. If that's not what's happening, you need to change it so I know what's happening. I think this could be a more one. I think give me more. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me why you're doing it. Tell me how you're doing it. More, please. And B, clarity. I'm going to say clarity, question mark. Hopefully you're watching this and you understand what I'm confused about. I just want to make sure that I understand what you're trying to say. Okay, 2 more. Design a system of shafts and bearings to uphold a repeatedly applied load. No, not uphold, it's withstand. A repeatedly applied load by conducting stress and fatigue analysis and identifying the critical location, critical speed, and maximum deflection of the system. These two are awkward. The critical location of the system. That just sounds awkward. I know what you're trying to say. You're probably trying to say like the, element with the maximum deflection or the point of maximum deflection between before the load and after the load or whatever. But you're not communicating that to me very clearly. And critical speed, again, is awkward. Performed FEA on MATLAB. So you perform finite element analysis on a beam or on a structure or on a mechanism. You perform FEA in ANSYS, in MATLAB. So you on versus in. To calculate the temporal gradient of a rectangular plate. Yeah, remove. Not. It's too simple. Okay. Take out Microsoft Office. One of my biggest pet peeves. What else? Obviously, this person doesn't have that much on their resume, and that's why they're trying to add this employment experience at the bottom here. You want to remove when possible. So basically, when this person gets more stuff on their resume, that employment experience is going to be replaced with more relevant stuff. So overall, this has been like a super quick and dirty sort of resume. I say do a personal, zoom in too much. A personal engineering or engineering related project. It's just, you just need content. Right here is what I'm thinking feeling a lack of content. And that is really simple to solve. Is you just do something. You do something and then you write about it. And there are a million projects you could do and write about. I like to use the example of building a digital clock and programming a digital clock, and it's more of electronics kind of side, electrical engineering side of things, where you program it, you make a board, you do a little power supply, implement it all, I don't know, just throw a box together and there you go. It's making something from start to finish, and showing that you can think critically and stuff like that. That's what I suggest. So I think that's about done. Yep. Thank you for watching.